Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for October 8th, 2014. We do have a lunar eclipse in Aries today, and it's supposed to be a really powerful game changer. It's a fire energy being in Aries, and then there's this grand trine going on, this astrological alignment that is powerfully working for us. However, a lunar eclipse usually brings up, the ghosts, or brings up the shadow side of the experience in life. So, I know the last reading was really about kind of a flow that was coming to us, and messages, and kind of a guidance, like a passageway for us, and a understanding and a transformation of our mind through experiences, and really that's what the eclipse is all about. And I know the example I gave, and kind of the other, I gave a couple examples, and they were all about kind of some craziness that happens that really kind of brings things up and sets you straight. And that's what a lunar eclipse is all about. It brings stuff up and sets you straight. And I definitely am seeing this in my life right now. It seems like what I'm noticing in the patterns universally is that kind of the same old crap is happening again. And we're able to deal with it. We're able to manage it, and we're being called to action, and we're being called to kind of plow through it, and break through it and transform it, and really kind of understand our mastery with the dynamics that we've been experiencing for so long, and actually seeing a change in the power dynamics also, and seeing that the things that used to have power over us do not have power over us anymore. And actually we also have this, the moon is conjunct with Uranus, and that is really about shock, unexpected stuff. And that, again, that was about the reading we had last time. And again, I said there's this strong magic or synchronicity coming in right now, and I'm really seeing that since that reading. I've had I actually, maybe it was before that reading, some kind of hard things coming up again from the past, and through the past few days, really kind of getting the training on that, and getting the power in that, and really just being, feeling sure-footed and certain in my path, and really feeling like I'm breaking away from old things. And this is the energy I'm seeing actually for everyone. I mean, this is when planetary stuff goes on like this, when I do these readings, when they're, readings for everyone, it's about the influences for everyone. These are the predominant influences, and hologrammy is one of my chickens, and she's actually probably the most people friendly right now. She's the most interactive, and her and Little Spirit, which has to do with somebody from the other side, or somebody we're separated from. And hologrammy is about that we're all experiencing this. We're all experiencing some type of separation, and this is the eclipse is bringing up this separation again. The eclipse brings up the trauma that everybody in the world is dealing with, and we're all dealing with the same traumas. I see it everywhere. There's no one who does not experience the same set of traumas. And they might have a different angle at it, or play a different role in it, but it's the same story. There's one story that happens to everyone, or that is happening for everyone. And what your part in that story is different from person to person. But, there is kind of a divide between really the people who are living in their heart and living for others, and then the people who are just living for themselves and really have a major disconnect and have a power trip thing going on. And you can always look at it as like ghosts or demons. The world's divided between people who can't exist and people who are devouring the other. So, either you're a ghost or a demon. And I figure the people I'm talking to on this reading are all ghosts. We're all ghosts. Everyone who is meant to exist is having a hard time with that. And then it's because of the imbalance where the people who are energy suckers, life suckers, they're the ones that really have the power right now. And that's what is coming up right now, this power dynamic. The love that we're not feeling, the love that we're not receiving from the universe, from the world around us, because of that negative, that evil, the demonic. I mean, there's that negative that is sucking from the positive. It's taking, it's draining, and that's what's really coming up right now in the eclipse. And this is the fire that needs to start burning, and the game that needs to start changing. So this reading is for the eclipse. So I'm gonna do an inside-outside dynamic. So where we are as individuals and what's coming at us from the outside. And then I'm also going to draw an indicator card to start, and then an end message card. Okay, so we have love revealed for our indicator. And it says, the arms of love draw closer to you, and ambition you love grows into what is visible and tangible. The eucalyptus tree. And this is about breathing easy. And so like I said, things are surfacing to clear right now, and that's what this eclipse is all about. Okay, so again, this is the person we're looking at. This is the individual. This is the outside influences, and this is our overall message. And in the top row here is the psychological aspect to ourselves, or to the person we're looking at. And this is Bling Bling, the beautiful one. And this is about, someone who just appreciates everything for what it is, whether it can last, whether it cannot. It doesn't really, it's not about outcomes. It's not about, wanting more or being disappointed with things. It's really about appreciating everything that we can experience, and really loving the real connections. And the real connections are always there, and then everything that takes away from them is what is traumatic, right? So we all have our real connections. Everyone experiences real connections, and everyone knows real connections. And then it's all of that crap, that illusion, that the drama, the story that keeps playing out, that takes away from the true story, the truth underlying everything, the true connections are taken away from by everything that is less than, everything that is needy, everything that is, wanting, not knowing how to have self-love, not knowing how to experience the true bonds. Everyone who doesn't know how to experience truth and live in it and experience it with their full heart, like Bling Bling did. Everyone who cannot feel the beauty of their own self and their own life and feel the beauty of their connections, they have a different agenda, and they're taken away from the agenda that we, that beauty is really innately destined to have. It's innately meant to experience that truth. True bonds, truth of experience is all meant to be real. It's meant to be lived out. It's meant to be played. It's not meant to be attacked or taken away from people. So, Bling Bling is the psychological position where we're just going to take our truth. We're going to experience our truth, and we'll know it, and we'll appreciate it, whether we can have it or not, or whether people approve it or not. It doesn't really matter. We know what our truth is. We know what the true bond is, and we experience the love and the beauty in terms of the truth in life. And then in the physical condition, the physical position here is Aisha, and that's the goddess that really says that you don't have to worry, because everything is kind of out of our hands. Even though we do we do everything we can, and we have our limitations, so does the world around us. So maybe those true bonds can't work because everybody has their limitations. And then everybody has their desires. Even though love desires to have love, people who don't love desire to take that away. So we all have our limitations, and we all have our experience that we can have. So Aisha is talking about don't worry, because actually, people do have their strength, and they have their knowledge, and they have their power, because they have their tools, they have their toolkit, right? If you have the knowledge, if you know how to get what you want, you can surpass anything. I mean, it might not be in terms of, because we have Bling Bling in our psychological position. It's that we have no conditions, we have no expectations. We're just going to appreciate what we got. It doesn't matter who's in our life and who's not. But down here it says, whoever's meant to be with us, or whatever is meant to happen for us, it will. And our life is really always meant to be what it ends up being, and so if you have a mission in life and a passion to live out your dreams, that's your right. And anyone who tries to take away from that, even if we love them, even if we really, really love them and we have a true bond with them, if they can't live up to that, we need to, have the life that we are meant to have anyway, because we have this Bling Bling that is okay with everything, So it's never, Bling Bling never looks at lack. Bling Bling never was sad, never had depression. Bling Bling just always loved and was filled with happiness all the time, and just went about his life where he experienced everything he wanted to, and he you know, had the life that he wanted to. And in the physical position, it says don't worry, because the life we're meant to live, we're going to live it no matter what. And, you know, there's really no mistakes. There's learning experiences, and that's about it. And so anyway, in the outside influence for our mind here, we have the irony again, and we had this the other day. And chickpea has to do with everybody has their own unique relationship to things, their own unique way of seeing things and relating to things. But everyone can really see what it is that they're relating to. Even though everyone can see what that is, everyone has a different relationship to it. But that doesn't change what it is, you know. So, like chickpea, for example, could be a chick. She could be something small. She could be a garbanzo bean. She could be a bean. She could be a pea. But it's all the same thing. She's a little chickpea, you know. That she looks like a little, you know, bean or pea, but really, and she is a chick, and she is small. But it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how you describe her or how you relate to her. She is who she is, beyond words. And so there's that psychological irony to things, and then there's just the irony of the way events can play out, like how things can flip around. There's like that magical irony that can happen. And you know, so, you know, we have bling bling, just appreciating everything and really honoring everything no matter what, and never feeling a lack. But then chickpea's going to turn everything upside down. And again, that's that Uranus energy, where it's like shock, unexpected. What? You know, it flips everything upside down. And, you know, that's right too. And, you know, there's a reason for everything happening, which, again, things are going to happen as they need to happen. But in the physical world, the outside influence we have coming in is really a powerful setting things straight. So, you know, I want to say this is a really good surprise we have coming in, because Bling Bling's not expecting anything. And chickpea just... you know, is a truth that has its way. And it might have its way in retrograde sometimes and seems a little backwards, but there's, you know, something that needs to be understood, and it's working its way, you know. And that's what this whole, again, energy about the eclipses is that, you know, even the things that have been playing out backwards for a long time can just flip right around, and there's that truth that underlies it, and the bonds and the other relationships that or the true bonds and the connections and the reality that is being hidden or covered up, or, you know, manipulated, or, you know, people are being deceived about it. But that's still there. The reality still exists. So we have this chickpea where just, you know, there's truth, and then there's facts, and then there's relationships, and then based on all of that, things go crazy sometimes. And it never takes away from the truth. The truth is always there, and the facts are always changing, and the relationship as well changes based on all of that. So anyway, in the lower physical quadrant, we have this very, it's the ace of mind coming in from the outside influences that really sets things straight. This is about truth being manifest. This is about things being set straight. Kali, this is Kali, and she is the ultimate justice. She is the ultimate truth in action. And that's justice. And it's like justice based on that truth, and that truth being allowed to surface, because the illusion is told to stop. The drama is forced to stop. So we have this enabling of good, the enabling of life. This brings the ghosts, as I was talking about. The mythology is that she raises the dead. She brings the ghosts back to life. She brings death to death. She conquers demons. That's exactly what Kali is. So there's this conquering of this evil that is in the world, and it's the conquering of everything that stops the beautiful unfoldment of the divine on planet Earth. Everything that stops God's presence. Everything that stops the highest love and intelligence from existing and unfolding and growing on planet Earth is being told that it needs to step away. It is put to a stop. It does not have this power anymore. So there's this shift and this change in power, because she's going to bring the dead back to life. She puts a death to death. She conquers the demons. She ends linear time. She ends mental illness, and she ushers in the age of immortality in heaven on earth. That's Kali. So this is the outside influence coming into, whatever's meant to happen is meant to happen. And, I mean, I'm an anthropologist. I study human evolution, and there is an undeniable pattern you look at with evolution. And, life evolves. It doesn't start with the human. It started with, the first cell in life. And it started with the unfoldment of life. And then if you look at humanity, I mean, there's this whole pattern. It's like that golden spiral of exponential growth, and how things shift and change and have this pattern. And things that are meant to happen are going to happen. It's been happening from the beginning of time. And so Kali's saying evolution's going to happen, and that there is an order to things, and that's the same thing with Aisha, is that don't worry. You're a part in the play, but you're not responsible for the entire play of human evolution or planet Earth. You're just not. It is what it is, and you're a part of it. And so that's Aisha. Don't worry. You got your role, you got your part, and enjoy it, because this is the psychology here with Bling Bling. It's like, enjoy it, make every moment the most amazing thing you can. Appreciate life, appreciate your experience in this unfoldment of the creation. And don't worry, you're not that responsible. I mean, you're not really responsible at all. You're a part of it, and you're learning, and you're growing, and you're just a part of the whole dynamics of life. And and then Kali is this force in nature, this corrective force, when the universe turns back and refines itself, and then moves on with its refinement of life. And there's the irony here. And then so our final card is Axis Mundi, which is being that center point in the chaos and in the drama and the spin and the everything that goes on. In that dance of life, you have your center, you have your focus, and you know how to relate to people. You know how to live with your heart, and this is the leader. This is the person who exemplifies leadership. A true leader can relate to anyone, appropriately and properly, and a true leader is able to allow, you know, the chaos to swirl around them and be that calm in the middle of it all, and have that that almost that power that forces the change, that forces the, you know, that the growth to happen, because it's that strong center, it's that root, it's that groundedness, it's that part, that extension of the divine, it's the extension of the ultimate, it's the extension of the, you know, the God essence, or the divine love and intelligence as it flows through the human. And, you know, Axis Mundi really was exemplary in his caring for one another, and his protecting, and his, you know, his ability to, you know, have that right balance and that right measure with everybody, where, you know, he always stood his ground, but he was never aggressive. He never, you know, he was aggressive when he needed to, just at the right moment, to protect himself and to protect others, you know. So it was like this perfect balance of being able to stand his ground. That's really what it was. And actually, Kali, again, is that standing of ground. So, but this is the overall card here, is this King of Fire, and really that ability to bring right action into this world by being a still point and being an example, and to influence everybody with right action, through right action. So anyway, again, we have love revealed. So no matter what's going on with the eclipse, we have to have the faith here, because you know, whatever's meant to be is, you know, it's meant to be. It's playing out as it is supposed to. It's, you know, everything's in right order, but we have this divine order that is really taking control here. And then again, we have bling bling with our mindset, where we're just going to appreciate things and let things happen. Let that shock, that unexpected, you know, let us get our surprises, you know. And then overall, know that everything that really has that beautiful essence within them is moving the world. It's moving life. It is the stable force that everything is working around. So have that faith, and sit in that, and be in that, and know that is really, that's the root, and that's the thing that is unchanging. That's the eternal that will be manifest here. That's what is going to stay, and everything is working to revolve around that, and, you know, find its relationship to that. Everything defines itself based on this King of Fire. Everything defines itself on the still point. Everything defines itself on the axis that everything turns. So definition comes from that ultimate essence, and anything that goes against that ultimate essence is defined in terms of that essence. So you know, again, there's this judgment in here that that is just the ultimate exemplary judgment that you could ever have in your, you know, in living life. And anything that goes against that judgment is automatically in the wrong, because that judgment is pure and sacred and good. And again, we have the eucalyptus tree, which is breathing easy. And then we have the little koala bear in the tree that has to do with, that sweetheart that we love, and really kind of having a change in position and status in the world. A very rare and unique being, the koala bear. So anyway, I hope everyone enjoys the love that comes revealed through the eclipse season here, and make sure to keep breathing easy and breathe through everything. I think it should be a smooth ride. It seems like it's been a smooth ride. It's just something that has to play, its last round out. But as you experience it, you will be breathing easy. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope everyone got what they needed out of this, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.